Good afternoon, everyone. So, very warm welcome to today's webinar that is on data science, how to build a data science career to tools with tools, projects, and industry demand. I'm Priya Shetty, Senior Facilitator for Data Science at Digital Regenesis. And today we are going to talk about something that many people are curious about. Often, many of them are confused about how to actually build a career in data science because there's a lots of talk going on about this, right? So this webinar is not highly technical. Instead, we will focus on understanding what data science is in simple language. We will try to understand how data science plays roles in real world application and how you can start your journey step by step. So, before I start my session, I would like to introduce myself. Myself, Priya Shetty, and I have over 13 years of experience in technical training. And I currently teach data science, Python, and Power BI at Digital Regenesis. Over the years, I have worked with students, working professionals, even people from completely non-technical background, even doctors, teachers, marketing professionals who wanted to transit themselves from into data-driven careers. So, and one thing that in this whole process of my career, one thing that I have learned is data science is not about being a genius in mathematics. It is about curiosity and problem solving. My goal today is to make this field feel approachable and clear for everyone here. Why I'm focusing on mathematics? Because there is a very uh, uh, very popular myth over here that people think to be a data scientist, he or she should be good in mathematics. So that's completely a myth. It's not at all true. You don't need to be genius of mathematics. As I said, you need to be curious and you should have the ability to solve problems or curiosity to solve the problem. So that's what two things are required. So I hope those who have joined, they are curious right now to learn about data science. So without wasting our more time, let's start with it. So in today's session, we will be focusing on why we will understand how data science was in 225 and how we will also try to understand why still in after 2025 still it is going ahead. Know what we try to understand what are the skills that are required by the companies to hire people for data science. We'll understand the projects that will help you to get jobs. Even it will explore we will explore the different career path. We will try to understand the real world applications, and we will also give you the guidance of the roadmap that will help you to achieve your target. So if you stay till end, I'm sure you will have the clarity that how the roadmap of data science journey is. Okay, so so in short, I would say that we will be having introduction. We will understand what data science was from 2025, how it's still growing. Then we will try to understand what data science is, what AI is, what machine learning really means. After that, we will also look at the real world applications, learning roadmap, projects building, and finally, we will learn how to launch your career faster. So let's start with it. So what actually mattered, why data science still matters in 2025 or 2026? So it's like how many decisions today are made using intuition alone. How many you can say how many um, how many decisions that we make using previous data. Okay, so today, if you focus, everything today is completely based on data that is generated every seconds. Okay, so almost, if I ask you how many decisions today are made using intuition alone, the answer would be no, none, almost none. Today, decisions are completely made using your data. And that data is a huge data which is recorded from your past, from your future, and also from your present. Okay, so everything is grabbed, every data is collected, and that data is used for decision making. For example, we use it in healthcare. For example, now you will say we use it in healthcare, we use it in banking, we use it in retail, we even use it in uh, um retail and logistics. Okay, now you would say how we are using data science for healthcare, or because healthcare is an industry where a doctor is playing the role. Now, not doctors sitting and creating AI applications, right? Banking is a place where the accounts people are sitting and doing the job. So how come AI is playing the role? Yes, AI is playing the role, is helping these people to get their job done more accurately. How? Let's take an example for healthcare. Nowadays, hospitals are not completely in the mode of doctors. There are many advanced technology which helps the doctor to perform their operations. Okay. For example, hospital will do analysis. There are certain hospitals in the world which are analyzing patient's history. Okay. To predict whether if a particular patient is admitted, before performing any operation on him, before starting his medication, the hospital will analyze his previous history. Okay, to understand whether what kind of treatment should be provided, how, because not every patient is the same, right? Now, using this technology over here to analyze the patient and perform the medication accordingly, this prevents readmission. Okay, so here the machine, the technology is helping the doctor to get on the accurate medication, instead of starting with the stage one, or starting with the starting with testing and trial. Because of the technologies, the doctor is directly able to implement it. Okay, which will at the end allow, which will avoid readmissions of the patients. Okay, quick recovery and all these this are happening because of healthcare. Another one is, nowadays we all know how world is going around with cancer disease, right? And it's a kind of a disease where it's very rare, where people will be identified with the early stage. But using data science kind of technology, AI kind of technology, doctors are able to detect early stage of cancers, and the proper medications are applicable. Now just imagine how it is. Not only here, not only we are talking about how high salary pay we will get by doing data science, but practically, if we'll talk about data science and AI, this is how it is helping people. Okay, so that is one of the reason why it is booming so much. Banking banking, for example, if your card is suddenly blocked due to unusual activity, that's where data science is detecting your fraud pattern. Or else, maybe you are alerted with a transaction was being taken place at your using your card, or through the system. Was it you? Now, these kind of intimations are provided to us by the banking alert system. Now, how this was possible? Because of data science, because of AI. Now, this is allowing, or you can say, reducing the possibility of having fraud transaction because of these systems. Retail. Now, nowadays, supermarkets, okay, how do they run is, um, they analyze. They will not randomly pick up a product and put it in their shop. What they do is they try to understand the customer that people come to. Okay, the customer that visit their show. Now, the every customer is different. The maybe due to locality. Sometimes locality also matters. What kind of people are visiting to your shop? What kind of environment is around the shop? And accordingly, that particular product gets sold, right? So retail businesses are using AI and data science technique to understand their customers' behavior, and accordingly it sells the product so that they meet the customer's demand, not what other city, maybe in some random city, a particular product is booming a lot. But doesn't, let's say city A is booming a lot with some kind of a product of a food item, okay? But not necessary that same food product will be booming in city B, okay? So what AI does is, what data science and AI does is, they try to apply the algorithms and understand their customers, their interest, and accordingly, that particular product will be sold in city B. So which is why the shop is not going into loss, because they are focusing on customers need, not comparing them with another shop where A and B product is being sold. So this is how retail shops are helping. AI is helping out for retail shop. Not only this, there are technology where without any human intervention, the shop is trying to maintain the product requirement. Okay, they never go out of stock, and that is because of data science and AI. Okay. Apart from that, is also one of you can say, industry where AI and data science plays a major role. How? Nowadays, we have got the system of home delivery, or delivering the products get delivered to us within a day or two, something like that, right? It is reducing the cost. So this, how this is possible? This is possible because of data science. Even logistic company, whenever there is a delivery companies are actually using data science and AI to optimize the routes. Okay, well, how you are able to get the product in a 1 or a 2 day? They are using data science and AI techniques to reduce the fuel and cost, and so that, and to make sure that the delivery is reached into certain period of time. Okay, so this is how logistic is also being used. So just imagine, now I have just lined up I have highlighted some of the industries which are very popular and we all use. Entertainment industry uses, everywhere in education also we make use of AI and data science. There are different LMS portals available. There are different online portals available where understanding your requirement, the course curriculum is designed for you. The course, the website itself makes up the, you can say, a tracker, a calendar system for you to keep a track of your studies. It highlights you, it gives you reminder. It is all adjusted according. It is all organized by itself. by seeing your current time spent, what is your daily routine. Accordingly, the timetable is maintained for you, study time maintained for you. So this is how data science is used in different organizations. Okay, so in short, I can say, so data science matters here because organizations are focusing into evidence-based decisions rather than just randomly guessing them. The companies are not working like early days where they were just making a guess. Just now I said about the retail shop. The earlier it was like, okay, this product is being sold in that particular city, maybe I should also go for that and I will sell that product over here. But it is not the same. It doesn't works that way nowadays. Okay, so they work, the company's organization works with evidence based decisions. They are not just guessing. They want the evidence before making the decision whether it will work or not. And that is what data science and AI and ML help us to achieve. Okay. Now let's understand how exactly data science works. Okay. Uh, See, data, data science. It is a huge data where you are applying some different techniques. Okay, you're performing your research work somewhere. That's why it is called as data science. Okay. Now, what is actually what we are talking about data here? What kind of data here I'm talking about? Data are of different patterns. There is a huge amount of data and of different types. Now, when we are having a webinar, do you think a data is getting generated? Do you think a data is getting generated when right now we are having a webinar? My answer is yes. A data is getting generated. Now, what kind of data we are generating? First, a video is getting generated. When I am speaking, a audio data is getting generated, right? Along with that, you guys are, whenever you chat, you put up your questions. Even that is a textual data that is getting generated. Even this is a data. Apart from that, every now and then a movie get released on OTT platforms, right? Online platforms. A series gets released. Even that is a data. YouTube, you can imagine how much data is uploaded every now and then in YouTube. Um, Earlier it was a lengthy 15 minutes video or half an hour video or 3 hours video. Now the data is like, say anything. We have 30 seconds video data also because of reels, right? So this is how your data are getting increased day by day. Even this is data. Apart from them, what all data are? Um, Apart from that, uh, officially, if you see every, let's say in a hospital, a patient who comes for the first time, his data is stored. That data gets generated. Previous record history of a patient, that data is generated. The patient who admits on a certain day, let's say the patient get admitted on Monday and he is discharged by Friday. So all his data, track record of these 5 days, even that is a data, right? That particular hospital can go back after 10 years also and can search for that patient's history, that what kind of treatment was provided to him during those 5 days of admission. Even that is a data. um okay, we all make use of social media platform like LinkedIn, Facebook and all, Instagram. Even that generates data. What kind of data? You upload a photo, that's a data. You like a photo, even that's a data. Someone likes your photo, even that's a data. Someone comments to your photo, even that's a data. Okay, the reactions, everything that happens on currently that happens on internet is a data. Just imagine the amount of data that is being collected. That data can be officially structured data, or it can be an unstructured data. When I talk about social media platform like Facebook and Instagram and all, they generate more unstructured data. And if I talk about e-commerce websites like Amazon and all, where product data are being displayed and all, those are structured data. Now, just imagine you working on a data and you're collecting the data. Not necessary you need all the things. Now when you decide to cook something, okay, you decide to cook, you went to your kitchen. There are so many ingredients available in your kitchen. There are so different spices. There are so many other grains available, pulses available. Vegetables are of different type. Whenever you decide to cook, not necessary you will be using all the green leafy vegetables that are available, or all the spices are put all together into the item when you decide to cook a particular food item, right? No, but that particular food, if let's say I thought of cooking biryani, okay, so for biryani I won't need every type of rice that is available in my kitchen, or every type of grain that is available, other type of spices available in the kitchen. No, for that particular food item, whatever ingredients is required, I will focus on that. I will collect those items, right? Once those items are collected, what I will do is I will start preparing it. Preparing according to the requirement for the preparation for cooking, like washing the vegetables, washing the vegetables, chopping them, mixing them, grinding them. Okay, smashing anything what is required, then boiling the water if required, whatever process that happens during cooking. So, according to my requirement, I start preparing it. Once all these preparations are done, at the process start of cooking it, right? During the cooking process, you wait and all the things are done, and the final product is in front of you after 30 to 1 hour, right? This is the whole process that we do, right? Similarly, in data science also, we do this thing. Okay, not necessary whatever data you have got. Okay, you will be using that all data to perform a AI mod, to prepare a ML model, or to analyze the data. Maybe not all is required. Okay, so what you do is you focus on the required data. Okay, as I said, before cooking the vegetable, what we do is we clean the data, we clean the vegetable, right? We chop them according to my requirement, and then you start cooking it. Similarly, the raw data that we collect from the outside world, even that data is not clean. That data is not clean. That is not according to the format which is required for modeling purpose. So what we do is first we collect the data. Okay, we collect the data, then we start cleaning the data, then we start analyzing the data, what the data is about, what it talks about, whether there is any changes that needs to be implemented. Accordingly, we perform that data analysis. We can visualize the data. See, you all might have come across with different sport matches that happens, whether it is football or cricket match. Okay, you might have observed during when we watch the cricket match, there is in between. Sometimes they show up a chart about a report, the progress report, or about a sports person that he has played these many matches. He scored this much. These were the number of six. This were the number of fours he had done throughout his career. All those things. It is shown in a graphical form. not in a number form. Yes, numbers are highlighted, but even graph is displayed to us. Okay, that is what they are displaying us. They are showing us visually, showing us the report of that sports person. Even you can visualize your data in a graphical form, and that process is called as data visualization. Okay. Once data visualization is done, you can also use that data to predict the future output. Current data. For example, I want to predict next year, let's say my company launched a product, a shampoo product, and I want to predict for 2027 what will be my sale. Okay, I've launched that product in 2026, and now I will say how it will boom in 2027. How much? For that, what I need to know? What I need to know is from the launching date till now, what was the track record of that product? How was the sale? Whether it was progressive, whether it was declining, or it was a kind of ups and down kind of progress. So this will help me to understand if it's a progressive, I can say at least there will be 10 to 20% of more profit in next year as well, as I'm seeing a increase in demand. But if it is decreasing, the demands are decreasing in this whole year, what my prediction will say, maybe in 2027 also, I won't find a high jump. Maybe it will go into stable form. Maybe it will be decrease more. Now, this is what I am trying to make prediction. But my prediction is based on what? On my current data. That is how data science helps you. So to make future decision, data science help you to analyze your current data. Based on this analyzation, you're ready to make the future predictions. Okay, this is what data science is. As I said, data science has all this process, and believe me, guys, data science is something which is just making a lot of difference in the way people were working. May not only working, but there was an era. Then there was an era when computers came into picture. It completely changed the way people used to work. People used to maintain their data. Okay, and now this is an era where again the way people used to work has completely changed. It has changed the way people should work or people should think. It is giving us more flexibility, more enhanced version of ourselves, you can say, to make your work more easier and more advanced. Just just look at the way nowadays the application that we make use of, how amazing those applications are. I am very much sure you guys have come across with you all might have used Netflix. Okay. If you have observed, if not, I would say to observe now. Ever you have checked your homepage, it always shows you those recommendations which you have liked, similar to the movies that you have viewed in Netflix a day before or just half an hour. It will pop up with all those recommendations related to the movies that you prefer. That gives you a personalized experience. And that's what the talk of the town is. Nowadays, every application that you guys use gives you a personalized experience. Now, what is this personalized experience? Personalized experience talks about people's preference, customers' preference. It is not you can say a standard format that will be used by each and every customer, whether you like it or whether you not like it. Okay, so the application is not that. If I am using my application, Netflix application, I have my own preferences. That is what I watched. Okay, and if the same application is used by my friend, he will have some other preferences. His recommendation page will be with some other movies, other series and all. Why? Because his preferences are different. So the recommendation page focuses completely based on the country geographically. Even geographically it matters, because if I change my location, okay, if I, instead of India, I'm into somewhere else, okay, let's say if I come to South Africa, my Netflix page will be completely based on my geographical region. Okay, same goes with you guys. Or if you change your geographical region, your movies recommendation will be according to that. Maybe it will highlight something that you may be watching back in your country, but still, the layout and everything changes automatically. Even Amazon, the way online shopping cart works. Have you thought that Amazon actually is playing a role of a salesperson? If you have observed, guys, nowadays when you open an app, online application, and you start buying something, when you add up the product into the application, into the cart, what happens? It shows you recommendation. It's like visiting a shop, and if you buy shampoo, there will be a salesperson who will ask you, or who will make you buy something else, some other product as well. Ma'am, if you're buying this shampoo, even this conditioner is good for you. Even it will be lovely and all those things. If you go with this is the price offer. And what happens? We end up buying those products. Now, the same technique, data science is helping my application to do the job. If you ever observe, just if not, you can go and check with it. If working with Amazon, go and put any product and start buying it. Scroll down when you go to buy it. There is a section where it will say you can buy this. Okay, recommended for you, and you end up looking for it, looking for those products. This is kind of a strategy using ML, machine learning approach, and data science. It is helping the Amazon company to make the customer buy two product where has decided to buy one product. Even prices change accordingly. Automatically, the prices change. Today morning, I have seen a product of $500. After 2 hours, I'm watching it. It is 600 because Amazon saw that I want to buy that product. It automatically changed the price. It hiked the price. If I book a cab, based on the traffic environment, it will set the pricing rates. With low traffic, the price will be low. If heavy traffic, price will be high. This is the power of data science. What are the three things that makes people confused is DS, AI, and ML. Now, what is DS? DS talks about data science. Okay, it is talking about collecting all the information and focusing on or understanding the data and getting information out of that data. AI is making your machine act like a human. So the intelligent task that are performed is by AI. How your AI will perform that task? Because machine learning will make it learn. Okay, so machine learning is the process where you teach the machine to learn from the data. So it's like thinking of it in this way. Data science is the entire kitchen. AI is your chef, and machine learning is how the AI learns new recipe. So if I want to cook, I need to learn the recipe how to cook. Like, so the learning process comes in machine learning. Okay, once I learn, you will start to implement that. That process is AI. But how you will know that what recipe and how what all things are required to prepare that particular recipe? And that process starts from data science. So you can say data science is the beginning, then is learning process, and then the final product is AI. Okay. So these are the three things that are important, and journey starts from Python. So obviously, AI, data science, and ML, conceptually we can understand, but how to use them, how to implement them and use in real time application. So for that, because For that, you need to learn a programming language. There are many programming languages out in the market, but the most popular one, mostly used one, is Python and R. Even R is the programming language which is used for data science. But we will start with Python. Python is the easiest language in data science to learn, to start learning with, because it is easy to learn for non-programmer also. You need to have understanding about data, because everything starts with data over here. Data plays a very important role in AI. So you need to understand how data are handled using SQL. Statistic and probability. Again, I will mention, by reading on these terms, don't consider that, okay, here comes the mathematics. I have to be very good in mathematics. No. But yes, you need to know the basics of statistic and probability to understand how it works. Then comes data visualization, where you will learn the process of graphically visualizing your data. And for that, we use a Python, we use Power BI and Tableau. Then we also learn to create algorithms. We will, using machine learning, we will try to teach teach the machine to learn. So, while during this learning process, following this roadmap, make sure that you work on these projects: sales prediction, customer segmentation, dashboard, sentiment analysis. So, these are projects which are actually very helpful to make you understand how you think, how you solve problems, and how to apply these tools. So, you need to understand, because this is very important. Recruiters will not just see your certificates, they want to hire skills. So you, while doing these projects, you develop that. Okay, because you, what you are doing is, you will be thinking, you will be trying to solve the problem, you will learn the technique of how the programmer thinks, how to solve that particular problem, and which tools are required to solve that, so those problems. And if you observe, I have mentioned different type of project, because every project is different, every tools requirement are different. So if you work on different types of project, it will help you to understand the need for those tools. How to launch your career fast. So here you as I said, start learning Python, basic Excel to understand the data, and SQL. Basic cover up basic statistic, understand visualization techniques. Focus on completing at least 3 to 4 projects. Upload them in a GitHub portfolio. Try to participate in Kaggle kind of competition, so that you get a more practical knowledge on machine learning, data science, and AI. So all this course structure right now I talked about is covered in data digital regenesis, and the program is designed in 3 level: introductory level, intermediary level. Um, Introductory level focuses on making you guys learn Python foundation, where you will learn Python, how to write programs. This is the journey where it starts. Okay, so you will learn the technique of writing the program. Once you learn how to write program, then we will start with data analysis, where you will learn the technique to analyze your data, how data is analyzed. Then the second level talks about intermediary level. Now this intermediary level focuses on exploring your data. As I said, you collect the data, and there's a huge process of cleaning the data, processing the data, visualizing the data, right? And making the data, making your model learn from that data. And all this process we will be learning in intermediary level, where your focus will be on exploring the data, pre-processing the data using feature engineering and predictive modeling. Advanced level. Advanced level is where you will learn how to create models. Okay, you will learn the technique of creating machine learning algorithms. You will learn how to compare, evaluation technique, where you will try to compare your model performance, where you will try to know, get to know that how which model performs better. And of course, once you create the algorithm, that algorithms are built to you will should be used by others, right? So you will also learn the technique of deployment. So here, the idea is to move from A level to Z, A to Z, that is from foundation to industry readiness, step by step. Okay, it's a complete step by step process. As you can see, these are the topics that are covered. This kind of applications we can create, which internally uses models, which will help us to predict the data. There are some self-paced courses also available, which where you will learn the technique of handling Excel, how data management is done using MySQL. You will also learn the tools Tableau for data visualization, and one more NoSQL database, that is MongoDB. We have classroom teaching, industry oriented teaching, and knowledge check, where you will be going through some MCQs, assignment kind of test, and also that you know what you have learned, you're able to implement them. These are our academics, experts, experienced academic leaders, facilitators with years of teaching and industry experience. So Digital Regenesis is part of Regenesis Business School, where our focus is practical, career-oriented learning. This is our official website where you guys can go and check with different courses that are available. If you can go through this website. So now I hope you all are open for your questions. I would request if you have any questions related to data science, you can put up over here. I would be happy to answer you. Questions related to data science, I'm able to answer. Anything related to data science that you want to know, data science, AI, ML, anything. Yes, data scientists do program the products for customers when shopping online. So yes, it is the algorithm is designed in such a form that whenever you open your application, it displays you the product that you were searching for, or the product which you mostly buy. Even if you guys have observed, let's say if I had bought a particular item on a Christmas Eve, after 1 year, before the Christmas Eve, it will give me a kind of a reminder that, yeah, last year you had bought this. Do you wish to buy now? There's an offer with this product or something, something like this. So this is how the algorithms work. So obviously, not a person is sitting there and doing the thing. Obviously, an automated code is written, okay, for that application, and that code, whenever that code executes, the program performs accordingly. Yes, you will be able to develop an app that practically use AI. There's nothing that you have to. There's nothing that you should. Nothing something like a prerequisite is required to start with data science or AI. So a completely beginner can go ahead. But yes, your domain knowledge will be must. If you're beginner, if you are completely from a non-IT field, your domain plays a very much important role. How you are going to use AI for your domain. That's how you can make a change. So at least being a beginner is not a problem. It's okay because you're starting from the scratch. But how that new skill you're going to use for your main domain, that is more important to understand. Thank you so much for joining today's webinar, guys. Remember that data science is not about memorizing. It's not a theory based something. It is all about how curious you are, how consistent you are, and how you want to solve your real world problems. Like I said, if you're good in your domain, you should know where you want to use your AI techniques. So that gives you a reason to start with data science. So if you start building even one project this week, you are ready. Like it's like you have already started your journey for data science. So projects are very much important. I will highlight this one. Obviously, for data science, you can not directly start with project. You need to first learn how to write the programs. So that's how the journey begins. So thank you, and I hope to see many of you in our upcoming